Hi pretty people, welcome back to Casual to Okay, and today I am doing a Christian video. So basically today's video will be about the top things that I wish I knew before getting baptized, so before baptism. And this is for my youth or anybody that's wanting to get baptized or already has been baptized and is wondering what they're going through now and why things are happening the way things are happening. Because when I got baptized, I wish someone had told me these things. So to explain like literally what I'm going through, like I feel like instead of during Bible study time before like baptismal Bible studies, they should have had someone who's already been baptized talk to you as well about what might happen, like literally right after you get baptized, so that you basically can adjust or be prepared for the stones that are gonna be thrown at you. But that's why I'm doing this video, to help all those that want to get baptized or those that just want an insight on how life is after baptism. Here you go. So in saying that, guys, let's go. Oh, let's just pray before we get into this, because I don't want anything to be said out of context or badly. So let me pray. Lord, we just ask for your presence in this time as we're filming this, as I'm filming this video about my journey with you and how I've transitioned after baptism. Lord, I pray that you are with me and that everything I say is coming from you and that the Holy Spirit is with us at this moment. Just let me pray. Amen. Okay, so the first thing that I wish I knew before baptism was that it will be hard. So funny for me was that literally the same day I got baptized, right after I got baptized, one of the guys that got baptized before me came up to me and he said, "Just letting you know, Satan's gonna attack harder now." And I'm like, this is the day I just got baptized. You know, it's meant to be like the best day of your life. Like, you're just so excited to like declare your love and your commitment to the Lord, and then all of a sudden you're like, I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, what you mean? So yeah, so first and foremost, it will be hard. The journey is not gonna be smooth. It is not meant to be, because following God, following Jesus is not the easiest path to take in any case or sort, especially if you want to live a life like Jesus, and his life was the ultimate. So yeah, so as I wrote, I said the devil will work harder to get you, as you know, because you know now that you're with the Lord, you're working harder to get closer to the Lord, so which means the devil has to work harder to get to you. So and then I said that there is no sleep for the wicked, which is true, because the devil ain't sleeping. Yeah, so a lot of I've realized, not only from my journey but from seeing others around me who have also got baptized at not such a young age, but got baptized during like teenage years or like early 20s. Temptations will come, no matter what age you are, but temptations will definitely come, and they will come harder and the force will be stronger. So from my perspective, I would say that stay more steadfast, like be very, very strong. Like, if you're gonna get baptized, be very, very strong in your faith and know exactly what you're getting into, because once you get there, I'm telling you, temptations will be coming like this, like I'm not even kidding, like it's not even funny. So, and how you deal with those temptations basically like shows your journey, but like will depict how your journey will continue. So be very, very careful. As much as it's a great thing to get baptized and it's a wonderful experience and I would never take it back, it also comes with these things. So next is number 2 is you are an example. So after you get baptized, a lot of people will be looking at you like, oh, look at her life, or look, she got baptized, or look, he got baptized, look what he's doing in the church, or look at him using his gifts in the church. Because after you got baptized, people are like, a lot of people are going to be looking at you and your life and not analyzing it. Oh, something's on my lips. Not analyzing, but being more aware of you now that you have declared. Remember, it's a public declaration, so everybody is going to be looking at you now, because they're like, oh, that person did this, so let's see the way they're living, but let's see if they can be an example to the younger kids. It's not a bad thing, it's a good thing to show an example of Jesus, because now you are an example of the Lord's work and your walk with God, and it's good. Okay, number 3 is one thing that I think people don't. Okay, it's something that should be said, because after baptism, a lot of people think that people having baptized are perfect. God forbid. But the number 3 thing is, I wish people knew, or I knew, that you are allowed to make mistakes. Mistakes will happen, and the main thing is that you have to get back on that horse and keep it moving. get back on your path with Jesus and keep moving. Ultimately, we are human, and sin in the flesh is our first nature. So getting over that hurdle is the next step. So once you make the mistake, no, acknowledge it. I hate people that will not hate, that's such a hard word, but I hate it when people make a mistake and then they don't acknowledge that what they've done is wrong. So make the mistake, acknowledge it, repent, and or ask for forgiveness, and then get back on track. Number 4, the journey. So my thing is, don't look to other people's journeys. So before you probably got baptized, you probably would have seen other people who got baptized and seen how their life had been, or seen their growth and how everything was going so wonderfully for them and they were getting all these blessings, and then you had got baptized and you're like, oh my goodness, I feel like in the pit of the pit, or my life's not going to plan, and like you just feel like everything's going wrong, and you might not be going as successfully, I swear there's something up, and your life might not be going as successful as someone else's. Do not compare, okay? Everyone's journey is different, everyone's path is different, and the Lord made it that way for a specific reason. So you could be a testimony or an example to someone else who the other person cannot be a testimony to that person. So you know what I mean? Like everyone's got a story to touch another person's story. So so one person could be, after baptism, go like fall really deep and go out into temptation and do whatever, but then they look at someone, let's say myself, and I'm still in the church and I'm still doing that, but like that's your journey, your story. At the end of that, you might come back to the church and be probably more fervorous in the church than me myself right now, because I haven't been through what you've been through, and your testimony will be not more powerful, but will be greater reach out to someone who's also been through that situation, whereas mine will be a different testimony to someone else. So that's what I mean by that person's journey will be different to yours, but at the same time you're on a journey to get closer to God. So you basically, at the end goal is the same, but the journey will be different. So do not compare with other people, and do not look at other people's stories and think it will relate to yours, because sometimes it won't. But yes, next. You'll be called upon. So be prepared to step up your game, okay, in the church and in your ministry and in all the works and spreading the word of the Lord. But yes, so you will be called upon, and if you are, please just take it and run, like take it and take the advantage and take the opportunity and go with it, because it is a gift and a blessing to be an example to others as we are Christians. So yes. Number 6 is leave it in God's hands. So for me, this has been probably the hardest one to get used to or get comfortable with. There are going to be circumstances that come at you. There are going to be things that a situation where you don't even know what to do. People will be attacking you, or like things will not be going right, and honestly you just have to leave it to the Lord. Pray about it, and honestly, like the Lord will prevail at the end of the situation. Things are always happening in our lives, and things are always stressing us out and always like changing, especially during this time of like after baptism. A lot of things are going to be changing in your life. Like you're going to find yourself getting deeper and deeper into your word, getting to know the Lord, and you will see things from different eyes and different perspectives, and it might seem like, oh my gosh, the world's attacking me, or people around me are attacking me, but ultimately it's just that you've changed, but the world stayed the same, but now you're realizing what's happening around you. So don't think too much on the now, and just leave it to the Lord, because He knows your tomorrow. He knows the future, and you don't have much control other than what lands in your lap, but what the Lord brings to you and what the Lord answers to your prayer. Number 7 is growth. During this period of time, you're gonna find yourself in probably the biggest jump of spiritual growth and mental growth. I have grown, personally, I have grown a lot through I've been baptized for 2 years, and I have seen myself do things in the first year even. I found myself doing things that I would have never done at all beforehand, or before baptism. You will find yourself reading the Bible, or being more curious to know what's in the Bible, or be more curious to know stories and go deeper about the faith and all that stuff. Like, you will be growing crazy wise. Oh my goodness. Again, yeah, so you'll be growing really like a lot spiritually and mentally, and just expect a lot to happen, and your knowledge to grow a lot, and the also growth will be like maturity. You go closer to the Lord, and just things around you will change drastically. So yeah, basically I think that's all. So instead of that, guys, like some below if you like this video. If you want me to do any other type of faith videos for you, subscribe down below in the big red button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe so you can see more content, and comment down below as well other videos you would like me to do for you guys. So in saying that, guys, look at this one. God bless, and I love you so much. Bye.